That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
We're now talking about buybacks. We didn't think we would have had to restrict it because we thought they would have known better. There were some companies that used that money to buy back stock, driving up the price of the stock artificially in many cases. And as far as whether or not we'll have that, allow them, when we give them money, because we have to keep these great companies in business, I am fine with restricting buybacks. In fact, I would demand that there be no stock buybacks. I don't want them taking hundreds of millions of dollars and buying back their stock, because that does nothing.
That's exactly what you allowed to do with your $1 trillion tax cut. Remember that? I always said, when he gave the large corporations a $1 trillion tax cut, I mean, why would he do that to begin with? Their taxes, their official tax rate was already down 11%. It wasn't at 32% what we were told. It was already at 11%. Congress in the last 5 years have cut rates, did so many deals with corporations, passed laws, put loopholes in. Their official rate was 11%. And while he's cutting taxes, $1 trillion, which took our budget deficit and blew it out of the water, which affects our jobs and economic growth, and he's sitting there wondering why Larry Kudlow's telling him, we're going to grow to 4 to 5% this year. And he can't even they can't even grow 2%, for God's sakes. They're suffering. I mean, what's going on is absolutely crazy. What he just said makes absolutely no sense. They should have stopped the stock buybacks 10 months after it started in 2008. Stock buybacks, nobody benefits except for the elitists, the very, very wealthy, the ones who control the businesses, the large corporations, the monopolies, who 80% of the wealth, stock wealth, goes to. The 1/100th of 1%, in the top 1%. They benefit. Remember, all the stock buyback does is create wealth for the wealthy. Their partners, their biggest shareholders, nothing for you, the worker. Nothing comes down to you, the worker. The only way you, the worker, can get a good increase in wages and your standard of living, you got to hope that the company you work for takes profits, put it in their business investment account, and then take the money from the business investment account, get new machinery for you, build new facilities for you, so you can produce more hats or whatever you're producing, and then you get a raise. That's how it works. Corporations are supposed to take some of their profits, put it in a business investment account, take that money, buy new machinery, new equipment, build new facilities, and instead of building 100 hats an hour, they can now do 2,000 hats an hour with the same labor. So profits skyrocket, and of course labor is supposed to share in that, and their standard of living goes up, meaning Main Street. They didn't do that. For the last 8 years, they kept on taking that money and stealing the money, and they lied to us every day. They kept saying, we're going to use that money. We're going to make sure we're going to put bridges in and new roads and new facilities. We're going to do all this stuff. Companies are going to take that money and use it for business investment. It never happened. And I can't believe he's talking about that. It's not going to work now. It's too late. You can't stop buybacks now. It's stock buybacks that's destroyed our economy from within already. What is he talking about? My Lord. I don't get that one bit. I mean, stock buybacks are so dangerous. So dangerous. Think about it. The very same elitists who control 48% of the country's wealth and 85% of the stock market gains. If they got $19 trillion this year in gains, they got 85%. Very, very few people. They get that 85. They split it up. All from the biggest, fattest, ugly stock market bubble that they created since 2008 with a lie they were going to print money and help the folks on Main Street. They were going through business investment. They took all the money the Fed printed, and they took that money to do stock buybacks. And then even worse, the money that was in the business investment accounts of these corporations, the CEOs went and grabbed that too. And they combined the money they got from the Federal Reserve, prints the money, gives it to the banks give it to the CEOs go buy their own stock to mask their losses, to push their stock price up, so they get rich because they are tied to, their wealth is tied to the stock price, as is their partners, as is the biggest shareholders. So by stealing that money, all they're doing is enriching themselves, nobody else. They're so dangerous because people, I've been saying this for years. How dangerous this stuff is. Remember, the elitists will do anything to keep the stock market bubbling. Keep going higher. Because 85% of their wealth comes from the stock market. They split the $19 trillion up like this year. Now, all that is created through QE, quantitative easing and stock buybacks. Now, they've been able to mask what they've been doing for 12 years because they control the media. The biggest threat to our economy during this 12 years was stock buybacks and QE. QE is the printing of the money for the stock buybacks. It's been the biggest threat to our economic growth for 12 years. That's why the economy hasn't grown 3% annually. Remember, Kudlow said we're going to go 4 to 5%? Our trend line is 2.9%. They're so dangerous because they're used to artificially inflating stock prices through this accounting trickery to push stocks higher, their prices. As the company's profits, their earnings, decelerate, which then decelerates the economy's growth. So, as I said, if you take the last 5 years of this economy, while stock prices were skyrocketing, going up 50%, the earnings or profits, including the economic GDP growth, was going down 25%. Let's just take 2019, the earnings. The first quarter was 0.4%, not even a one handle. The second quarter was minus 2.6%. What are you, nuts? The third quarter was minus 2.2%. The fourth quarter, minus 1.4%. So get all minuses. So think of it this way. Profits were going down, but stocks of that company were skyrocketing. Now there's a problem. There's a big problem now. You got to pay it back. So there's $15 trillion in debt, corporate debt. About $9 trillion is for the stock buybacks alone. Unbelievable. How are they going to pay it back? Pay back who? The banks. And that's why the banks have a huge liquidity problem and why this market's not going up and why we're back down 600 points again today. I'll explain more when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we were right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the chart.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position and you'll sleep at night and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Unbelievable. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Just unbelievable. They've been throwing so much money at this market in the last couple of days to try to make sure the S&P doesn't drop below 230, 2,300. Because they know if it drops below that 2,300, it's over. That means this market's going to go down another 30%. We're already down 30. It'll go down at least another 20, at least 20, but more likely 30% because interest rates are too low. So we don't have any ammunition to buy enough treasuries, okay, to keep buying the treasuries to keep the rates, keep the rates low, get the economy going. That's what we did in 2008. They're trying right now. They're artificially trying to push up the up bonds. They're trying to get the yields up so they can. It's all a game. It's just nuts. The fear right now is more contagious than the virus. What are you, nuts? It's crazy. Fighting over toilet paper, shutting down businesses all over the country. Are you nuts? They may recover. You watch, the virus will go away, but the results of this, the economy's destroyed. It's already been destroyed, but they could mask it. As long as they kept stock buybacks, and as long as the stock market kept going up, they could lie to you, the fake business news network, every day. The NBCs and the Fox businesses, Bloomberg, all could lie to you, bring people on, guests that lie to you, and say how great the economy is. Look at the stock market. That proves it. Now they're finding out, wait a minute, what's going on? I thought the stock market was the economy. You kept telling us the stock market's the economy, and the stock market's a beautiful thing. We never saw anything like it. That's what you were telling us.
Our economy is booming like never before.
Yeah, but before that,
we are in a big, fat, ugly bubble.
Can you imagine if he stayed with that narrative? This is a big fat, he'd be a hero right now. A hero. He said, I could tell you, I told you, didn't I? I told you. That's what he could have said. We got to cheat. We got to stop stock buybacks. We got to stop. They should have been stopped in 2008, 2009. But to keep the people, I mean, think about this. To keep giving people more money and more credit when there's massive debt, massive household debt. Are you nuts? $15 trillion in household debt, $4 trillion in revolving debt, credit cards, automobiles, student loans. This money shouldn't have been printed and given to the CEOs to buy their own shares back so their partners and the bigger shareholders get rich. While 95% of the country thought they were getting rich because they kept getting credit cards. They could buy a car over 7 years. They thought they were getting rich because the fake business news network told them, look at the stock market. You're rich. It's going up, even though you didn't have any stocks. And most people don't get this. 50% of the people who work for companies have no 401k. The other 50 who do, 40% don't contribute. Why? Because of expenses. They don't have any money left. You got healthcare costs up 27%, college up 30%, home prices up 50%, rent up 60%. Are you kidding? See, all they had to do, and this is what Trump was elected to do. He knew the formula. He knew what should have happened. He knew that money had to go back and stop the stock buybacks and let's drive the money into economic growth and earnings growth. And where does that come from? The key to a thriving economy and earnings growth comes from startup businesses. He'll tell you that. He's an entrepreneur. The more startup businesses, the more they compete with each other for workers, the more productivity increases, the more wages increases, the more savings increase, and from savings come more financing for more startup businesses. And that's where all your high wages come from. More wages come from more savings, more investing, more spending, less debt. Savings is the lifeblood of startup businesses, but the savings is gone. Why? Why is there never any savings? Why have startup business dropped for it, gotten killed? There's no more. There's hardly any startup business. Why? Because there's no savings. Why? Because the government keeps on borrowing and borrowing and borrowing because they spend and spend and spend. And they have to keep printing money and keep borrowing money. And so to do that, the yields on bonds go up. So why would anybody keep money in savings when they can go and buy a bond, go lend money to the government at it used to be like at 2.3%. At the savings in your savings passport, go to the bank, it'd be not even 0.25%. So everybody took their money out of savings, put it into bonds to cover the debt in the United States. This was the formula. How stupid. So now there was no savings at the banks, called crowding out. When an entrepreneur went to the bank, there was so little savings, the banks had to raise interest rates up so they wouldn't deplete the little savings they had. So startup businesses couldn't start because the interest rates were too high. So what they did is they screwed everybody. They screwed everybody. The part of the economy that grows, that makes things grow, that makes your wages go up, that makes your standard of living go up. They said, screw them. That's America. That's Main Street. After 2008, they said, let's rebuild our wealth, the elitist wealth, the 5 percentile, if you want. God, I mean, they're talking about the virus right now. They could have taken that money and did more hospital beds. We used to be number one in the world in hospital beds per 1,000 people. We dropped to 32 because we don't have any money. The money could have gone to build our collapsing bridges, our railways, our highways. We used to be number one. We're now number 24 because 69,000 of our bridges are considered structurally deficient. Not just that, we're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22 in science, 49 in life expectancy, 107 infant mortality, 4th in the labor force. We rank 4th in exports, 3 in median household income. The only thing we're number one is how many people are in jail. Why does all that happen? Because stock buybacks. And that's what they're doing now. Again, they're trying to raise money for companies so they can just keep buying back their stock. We're going to make money on this. I'll show you when we get back how we're going to do it. This is so stupid.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, the market, 3 days, 1,000 points down. No surprise to us. We forecasted it. Why? Because we have a chart, a color-coded technology chart that identifies the money was pulling out of the market. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and for 10 days, you get the chart free and get the membership free. And every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio, so it tells you exactly what to do. Buy, sell, hold, or run like hell. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, these elitists who own and control 80% of the wealth of this nation, I'm not talking about just the Buffetts of the world and those kind of folks. A lot of them are in our Congress. They're senators. A lot of them sit on the banking committee. The banking committee. Now, their job, they're supposed to protect the consumer. They're supposed to protect his investments. They're supposed to watch over those investments. That's their job. But instead, with all that information they get, they take care of themselves first. We found out today 5 of these congressmen, including Feinstein, dumped their stock right before the fake business news network broke the news on this virus. They made sure they got millions of their dollars out of the market right before it happened. So tell me that this, while the virus, I agree, it's a real virus, it can be a killer, but they knew it was coming. They knew it was coming. And they dumped their money. Instead, their job was to protect us, protect the consumer, protect the investments. That's their job. Instead, they turned around and they sold their stock, protecting themselves just before the news was let out by the fake business news networks. And then when the market finally crashed, Larry Kudlow comes out and says, we're going to fix this. We're going to stop this virus. We're going to lower interest rates to 0. Everybody looked around and said, what the hell's he talking about? There's only one thing they know, is to keep the bubble going. They got to keep that bubble going. Because that's, again, remember, the Pelosi's, the McConnells, the Feinsteins, all these people that are sitting in Congress, along with Buffett and the rest of them, their whole wealth is tied to the stock market. They got to keep it going. So here they are in the last couple of days throwing more money at this stock, trillions and trillions of dollars. And what was really interesting, the bank, I always tell my students, my gang members, stocks, if you look at a stock, it just doesn't go up on its own. If a stock was at $10 or $20, went down to 10, it can't go back up to 20. It only can go up a third of that distance unless you got the banks pushing up the S&P stocks, which push up your stock. When people buy a stock, they're looking for this hot stock. Well, there's no such thing as a hot stock because your stock just doesn't go up. If it does, it can't sustain itself. That's why you have these pullbacks and these corrections and these crashes. Because unless you have the banks, the financials really healthy in this country, that keeps the stock market up. It sustains it. But if the banks aren't leading, you're screwed. They knew, our Congress, Feinstein, Pelosi, McConnell, they all knew in September of 2019, October 2019, that the banks were starting to fail. And they were starting to fail because they knew that all the money over 10 years that they've been printing, the Federal Reserve, giving to the banks to loan to the CEOs to buy their own stock back, to push their price up while their profits were going down, while the economy was decelerating, but the stock price kept going up. So our owners could control their lapdogs on the fake business news network and tell them, hey, tell everybody, boy, look how strong the economy is. Look at the stock market. Well, in October last year, starting in September, the banks were in deep trouble, just like what happened in 2008. Banks at night could not loan to each other. They didn't have any money. So they came in with a massive amount of money to prop them up. They started with $65 billion a month, so banks at night could loan to each other. Just what happened in 2008. They're afraid they're going to freeze up. Why? What's going on? What happened with the banks? Why aren't they getting their money? Because they can't get their money from the large corporations. Why? Because the large corporations, they own $15 trillion altogether, but about $9 trillion of that is directly related to them buying their own stock back, borrowing money. They got to pay that money back. So while their stock is going from $10 to $200, and everybody said, wow, look at it, 10 to 200, I'm making a fortune. Well, guess what? It was all fake. But now they got to pay that money back to the banks. They can't do it. There lies the problem. They can't pay the money back to the banks. That's why the banks are in trouble, because the corporations can't pay it back. So what are they doing? They're trying to do another QE right now. They're trying to flood these companies with, give them more money. It's not going to work because they're so far in debt. It's not going to work. You can't just keep giving them more credit, more debt. to keep buying their own shares back, keep the stock market going up, and that's going to fix everything? What are you, nuts? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. What grows this country, remember, are small startup businesses. But they never give them any business, any money. So what are we going to do in the meantime? Well, we've been short the market. So we're doing just fine. Matter of fact, tomorrow we're doing a special webinar from noon to 3 Eastern Time. It's archived for 2 weeks. You can't make it. On how we shorted the market. How were we in this market right before it collapsed? How did we know to get into? We took what we call our SPY, and we inverted it and bought SDS. So when the stock market started to crash, we were making money going up as the market was crashing. So we bought what they call an inverse, SDS. We identified that a couple of days before. We could see what was going on, and we came back on after the weekend. We came back on Monday morning. We saw all of a sudden the market, remember, dropped 1,000 points. Everybody said, what's going on, right? Same thing. Remember all that? So we reversed all our folks, and now they're up 24% or 47% if they were a gang member, and they took our instructions to start buying SDS, which is the spiders inverted. We also told them to buy RWM, which is the small and mid-cap stocks, IWM inverted. They're up 38% on those. So our gang members protected. So for people who tell you not to short the market, they're out of their mind. I told you one guy yesterday was talking about, everybody was mad at him because he had him buying gold. And I agree with that. I agree. Gold's going to be the best asset you're ever going to hold on to, especially gold mining stocks. But not now. Not now. Everybody's selling their gold to try to survive, okay? And the dollar is going to get crushed because all these programs Trump is trying to do right now to save the world, print all this money is going to kill the dollar. So we've been shorting gold. So we shorted, okay, we shorted GLD. We're up about 10% in that one. AUI, we're up about 20%. But we're going to be turning around and buying those soon. When? When our charts tell us. And that's why I give you free charts for 10 days to prove to you they work. And you're going to see, if you, right now, you want to join the gang, join it now if you want. And it's free for 10 days. And you get my color-coded chart and my membership. At the end of 10 days, you're going to see it works. It works. So every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio and have instructions to do what to do with each ETF and each stock. There's 5 stocks called Phil's 5 stocks that we've been in for almost, 4 years now. Not only do we buy it when it's time for it to go up, we turn around and short it when it goes down. On just those 5 stocks. You don't have to have 1 million stocks. And a lot of people love it. And some people say, I don't want to learn how to use any of this. I just want somebody to tell me when to get in, when to get out, when to run like hell. That's all. And we offer that right here. Every day at 2 o'clock, we post all our stocks, our portfolio. Give you total instructions what to do according to the color-coded chart. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we were right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised through the hamburger stand.
The economy will recover from the coronavirus. The problem is recovering from the fallout of the financial deleveraging that we're going to see, which we're frankly just getting started on. This is a consequence directly of these monetary policies that effectively incented the flight to risk and the use of leverage and punished holding of cash. And now what we're seeing is the degree to which that policy, quote unquote, succeeded.
There you go. Exactly what she's right. There was no cash in the banks. The government went so far into debt. There's 262 trillion out there in debt. It went so far into debt, they had to keep on raising money to keep the lights on, keep raising money. So they have to borrow money or they print money. So they are offering a higher rate than a savings. So that's called crowding out. So they're crowding out the savings. So you have some money. You decide, well, do I want to put in a bank for 0.1% of 1%? Or do I want to put into a bond for 2.5%? Of course, you're going to go to the bond. You're going to loan the government money, right? By doing that for 8 years, just to keep pushing the stock market up. Remember why? The reason for that is they want to keep interest rates low so they can give the money to the CEOs to take that money and buy their own shares. But that's why it kills the economy when you do that. The economy dies from within when you do something like that. You can't keep doing that every day for 10 years. And the result is what we're seeing now. That's the result. And the fact that we have $15 trillion in corporate debt, which $9 trillion is the borrowing for stock buyback. So again, you got to think about it for a moment. The idea of keep on going into debt, the government, big budget deficits, trade deficits, keep going to debt. Then they say, okay, we're going to go and print more money. Or we're going to borrow more money. So they offer 2.5%. The next week they offer 2.6%. No money's in savings. Well, how do you start up businesses? Startup business is what grows our economy. It always has since the Pilgrims landed. It's startup business. It's not IBM. It's not Apple. It's not Netflix. It's startups. A continuing source of new startup business. And that's where your wages come from. Increase in wages come from. Not raising the minimum wage, you idiots. God, these congressmen are so stupid. The more startup businesses, the more they compete for each other's workers, the more the productivity increases, the more wages increases, the more savings, and guess what? More startup businesses. That means you have a strong middle class. Remember, what grows an economy is the strong middle class. You get rid of your middle class. Every socialist nation, the first thing they do, or communist nation, is to get rid of their middle class. They don't want a middle class. They want to discourage middle class. Because middle class people, okay, they want to get up on the ladder. They don't want to work for somebody. They want to own the company. Well, that's not a socialist nation. Socialist nation is everybody gets the same amount of money, whether you work or not. If you work to a guy, he's snoring all day, and he's drunk, and he's sleeping, and he's on a station next to you, and you're making 45 shovels an hour, and he's not making any. The Friday comes, you get the same exact wage. So the next week, you say, why am I going to do all these shovels? He gets the same pay as me. Soon it doesn't work anymore. Soon Venezuela collapsed. Cuba collapsed. All these countries then go to other countries looking for handouts. Doesn't work. The only thing that ever grows nations are small businesses. That's it. And Trump knew that. But when he got into office, he went nuts. As soon as he got in office, and I love the guy. I think he's done more for this country than anybody else. But he blew it by bringing in Larry Kudlow and bringing in Steve Moore and bringing in Laffer. They gave him so much bad information. He knew what he had to do. So what are we going to do? Well, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're in the right stocks. Take advantage of this. So let's talk about what are the right stocks to be in. Well, gold and gold mining stocks, but right now we're short those because the dollar's too high. And the only reason why the dollar's too high is because of because everybody's panicking with all this free money they're printing, and they're going to put it into the system, try to save the system, do more stock buybacks. And so people are they're selling their treasuries. By selling their bonds, their treasuries, when the interest or yields go up, so does the dollar go up. But the dollar's going to get crushed. So what we're doing is we're shorting our gold, and we're up about 25, 30% in that. The next thing we're going to be looking for, if this market doesn't hold right now, okay, the S&P doesn't hold, it's at a very, very critical area. And they soon got to try testing the top of their range again. See, that's what people don't understand. The test is not around the 220 or 230. The test is back up near 340. And they're having a devilish time to try to even get it up. Think of the money they poured in this market in the last 2 days, and they can't even get the stock. The stock's still sitting on its support, can't even move. It's almost ready to break its support. If it breaks its support, then you better be a gang member, because we're going to be short making money on the way back down. See, people think it's going to be over in a couple of weeks and everything's going back to normal. No. They overplayed their hand this time. They overplayed their hand. They know it. And the fake business news networks and all the media, they just overreacted, because the whole idea was to get people petrified so that they could keep on doing the same thing they've been doing. Printing more money, more stock, more QE. This way here, nobody's going to complain. Just like they lie about inflation. If they ever told the truth about inflation, you have to raise rates. Well, they always lie about inflation so they can keep rates low. So they can do these stock buybacks, get money at low rates, do stock buybacks. So bottom line is, if you're saying to yourself, I don't understand any of this, I wish I could find somebody who just will find me a stock. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to go to class. I don't want to know anything. All I want to know is tell me, when do I buy it? When do I add? When do I take shares off? When do I short it? When do I run like hell? Well, we do that at every 2 o'clock. If that's what you want to do, 2 o'clock every day, we post our stocks, our portfolio stocks. And you have an instruction on everyone what to do. So if that's what you want to do, you don't want to learn anything, it's so perfect for you. And there's 5 stocks that we always recommend, called Phil's 5, that work beautiful. We've been in those stocks for years. So when the opportunity, you join today, and then just for 10 days do nothing, see how we do it. You'll agree this does work. And then when you stay with us, you just be patient and just wait for one of those 5 stocks to position themselves. Just got to be patient. You just don't get in. You got to wait till they position themselves. We get the green on our chart, and you're going to be just fine. Just stay with it. And then when the market comes down and those stocks go down, you reverse your position and they go down. But you don't have to do anything. We do it all for you. Meaning, we show you every step of the way what to do. And every day from 9:30 to 10 o'clock, I do the class on the MV2 color-coded chart. Steve takes over at 5 after 10, and then you call him and ask him, hey, I got this stock. Should I add to it? And he'll explain why you should or shouldn't. It's really nice. And if you don't want to come to class because you don't want to learn, you just want to get the 2 o'clock update and the video on the stock that you're following and just follow the instructions, that's fine too. But we need right now, there's going to be a great opportunity in the gold stocks. But right now we're short those. There's going to be a great opportunity in XOP. That's the symbol. That's a symbol for our stocks that all the drilling stocks. Okay, XOP, that's all our oil stocks, all our drilling stocks, oil and gas drilling and so forth. The other stocks that you're going to be wanting to buy when we get the signal to buy is the industrial stocks, XLI. Okay, XLI. XLI is the symbol for the industrials. That's like UPS and so forth, okay? And so, and now the airlines. We got some great opportunities in the airlines coming. So between our industrials, our airlines, our oils, and our banks, and the gold, we watch those every day for you. So we will tell you, and at 2 o'clock we'll post and tell you exactly what to do. This is not hard. This is not hard. The hardest thing to explain to people is, again, when you say to them, green you buy, red you don't buy. They think it's a joke. That's why we give it to you for 10 days free, and you'll find out for yourself. And when you do, you start making money. Please remember St. Jude. Remember, sign up for tomorrow's webinar, noon to 3 on shorting. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.